Good evening, everybody. Those of you who have joined us this evening, we are having a light-hearted holiday mood presentation to round up a lot of the topics that we've been covering over the many months. My name is Ese Zanambasi, and on this platform, the original intent was to inform and educate us on how we could apply what we have in Neolife to make the world a healthier and happier place. Because I know a lot of people approach what we've got as they would medication or when they're in a crisis. So my idea when I started this series was to take away that reactive approach and inculcate in us a proactive approach. So today we're going to discuss how you can share your health secrets as gifts during this season of the holiday season, the festive season, the Christmas season. And we all know that this is a time when people wind down and perhaps even let go and start eating more than they should be eating. So let us see how we can help them or start indulging more than they should be indulging. I thought I should start with this. That was my flyer and my advertisement. We use the method of marketing called network marketing. And I found this to be so insightful. It gives 5 reasons God created network marketing. I call it the original form of marketing. It's word of mouth, and you use something, you like it, it works for you, you tell the next person, and on it carries. So here are 5 good reasons. It works only if you help others. Isn't that so profound? And then it provides great wealth. Yes, we've seen so many testimonies, and we know actual people who have made their entire wealth from network marketing, and specifically from our opportunity that we have and we hold in our hands. Network marketing teaches you to overcome obstacles. That's something also very profound. And then it forces you to face your fears. Absolutely. Because a lot of us come to it when we are afraid to talk to people. We are afraid to even contemplate it because we imagine that it is about selling. But as you get into the family and the community that we have here, you realize that without sharing what you've got, without facing that particular fear of the fear to share, you really are doing a disservice to many people, because point number 1, it says it only works if you help other people. And then it allows you to love more. Isn't that so true? And this is a season when we actually should be expressing love for the reason that God expressed his love for us. Now, this is one of the other big reasons that we really must get stuck into what we do in our opportunity, because way too many people are lining up for the reactive form of therapy and lifestyle, and yet we are about a fundamental lifestyle change. So that's what I've tried to portray in all my presentations, that unless people are ready to change the lifestyle, it becomes not proactive, but it stays reactive. So our mission, which is to make the world a healthier and happier place, means that we have so much work to do. So this presentation, lighthearted as it is also to remind us that as we head off into the future, in a few short days, we'll finish 2022, never to see it again, and head on into 2023. We need to walk into 2023 with purpose, and the purpose is to get as many people from this queue into our queue, which is, I think, much more enjoyable. So I was asking myself, do we really need stress this holiday? No, we don't. And we've got ways of managing that stress. The founder of Neolife, Jerry Brasfield, is quoted to have said, eliminating fear will free us up to take a few more steps towards our goal. So this is a contemplative season, this holiday season. Let's not get wild and distracted, but instead, let us pause and contemplate and really think carefully what we are here for. What is our purpose? And as we do that, it is so true that you can't expect to see change if you never do anything differently. That is a fact. And that's why we are so proud to be in the family that we are in, which gives us different ways of remaining healthy by changing our buying habits. And literally, but unless we are prepared to do something different, the business does not work for us. And talking of business, we can all run our own nutrition and skincare and cleaning businesses, all wrapped up in one under the umbrella of Neolife. It becomes your own business. By the way, you're welcome to name your brand and business as you desire. I personally have my brand Simply Healthier, and that is to portray the idea that being healthy should never be rocket science, should really not be rocket science. And being healthy is a personal responsibility that everybody takes with their own two hands and should not be outsourced to another person. It is you that knows what to do. So with all those thoughts in our minds, I found this one to be so profound. You know, people are going to go shopping. People are going to go buying things, and people have their eyes on those material things. I'm not saying they're bad, but what I'm saying is that we need to prioritize. So your body will be around a lot longer than that expensive handbag that you might have your eye on. So first, make sure that your body is nice and healthy. Invest in yourself, and then you are most welcome to spoil yourself with that handbag, if that's what you wish. Then we have an opportunity where we really should never miss the chance to inform and educate. That's what we are all about. We used to say in those years that this opportunity is about teachers teaching teachers to teach. We call them the 5 T's. And the idea is that by word of mouth, you can actually pass on a lot of very valuable information. And now in this information age, we have had Zoom. I have really found it invaluable and so amazing that we can reach out to each other and learn from each other. That is so good. So opportunities to educate. One of the webinars I enjoyed presenting was about the backstory, I called it, of cancer. Okay, the backstory, where I described the whole concept of oxidative stress, free radicals, and how they can be very damaging to cells. And the good news is that we don't have to allow it to happen if we know what to do. Because if we eat more fruits and veggies, we provide the antioxidants to fight the free radicals. And then the cells would be not damaged by oxidative stress to the same extent. A lot of people's health deteriorates, particularly in this festive season. And then come January and February, they're really suffering with all sorts of diseases that become uncovered just because of indulging during this time. Then, as we've uncovered a lot of things during webinars and as we teach each other and we go for training, physical training, online training, you know, we hear things like we have the right nutrition for our cells because we are made out of trillions of cells, and each cell needs to feed, it needs to produce and do some work, it needs to reproduce, make another cell like itself before it dies, and it also has to excrete all the byproducts. Now, isn't it amazing that it is in this family that we are taught that that is where nutrition actually begins? And I think I highlighted it last week when I said, even for allergy and asthma, if the cell is not taking up the nutrients and they stick around without going into the cell, they become toxins. And that could be one of the mechanisms of allergy and other diseases. So we have the right nutrition that will enable the cells to perform their very best for our well-being and for vitality, and particularly in this holiday season. I know some people do drink a lot of alcohol, and we used to have a friend a long time ago who enjoyed his alcohol, but then he discovered that with Trianen, he wouldn't get a hangover. Not that I'm encouraging those of you who don't drink to start drinking just so that you test it, but there is a good selling point in case you know people who become quite a nuisance. Trianen helps to overcome hangovers, among other things. And, you know, we can grow our businesses by creating curiosity this holiday season. You know, just drop a few words like, hey, we've got this amazing product that will help you to create your energy more efficiently, okay? It tells us here, helps to promote optimal cellular energy. And then people will become curious and say, what are you talking about? And you tell them that, you know, you need energy to get right inside and be used by the mitochondria. And then again, curiosity is created. What are mitochondria? And then you can tell them. So we have such a good opportunity during this festive season, the holiday season, the Christmas season. And then you can tell them that you know about phytonutrients, do you? And again, they might ask, what are those? Those are plant nutrients. We have the best. And in this combination, we have carotenoid, we have flavonoid, we have cruciferous. And then you can touch on the kind of things that you have learned over the months, such as the importance of cruciferous. Let me just single that one out. Against hormone-mediated cancers like prostate cancer, breast cancer, cervical and uterine cancer. You can talk about carotenoid complex and you say, you know, forget even just the cancer, your skin requires it, okay? Your brain requires it, your eyes require it. And how about your whole cardiovascular system, your blood vessels? Because you're going to probably eat a lot and might even let go and eat more sugar than you need, it is time to protect your blood vessels with these antioxidants. So yeah, create curiosity. People will say, wow, where do we get that? And then you tell them. And then, of course, we have our little people. I love to never forget children, basically because this company remembers them and has a dedicated nutrition program for them. Now, with healthy children, we can have them to become more and more motivated to achieve their dreams. But they first have to be healthy enough for the neurotransmitters in their minds, in their brains, to work properly for that motivation and for them to have those dreams and actually pursue those dreams. I think that would be lovely. That would be ideal for the world and our future. So we have a children's program, and just in case you thought it was just for children, should you have elderly people who for one reason or another battle to take the big tablets, the nutrition supplements that are in tablet form, maybe they have difficulty in swallowing, you can offer them the children's nutritionals. VitaGuard has carotenoid and flavonoid. This is the equivalent of Pro Vitality and the shake, which forms the core nutrition, but this is the children's one. We've spent a lot of time covering the core nutrition and the targeted solutions, but you need to always remember that you always, when possible, start with the core nutrition. And of the core of the core would be TreeNN, so that the cells are fed at that level. Okay, so let's move on. I'm almost done. Yes, now let us share some real festive cheer and a lot of love. You know, people love to look after their skins, but they don't know where to begin. So we have nutrition supplements, all those phytonutrients that I've mentioned. We've, in addition, got vitamin C, vitamin B, we've got a lot of things. We've got top of the range skincare called Nutrients. It forms a very good gift. I, for one, love to give specific ones if I can't give the whole set. Well, I would if it were myself or my children or somebody really close. But let's say you've got a customer, right? And you want to gift them with something. I actually did it just yesterday. The ones I like to give are the Gentle Makeup Remover, because it works so well. I also like to give the iZone, the Ultra Lift Eye Gel. That one really does revitalize and reduce signs of wrinkles, and it minimizes the stressed look around the eyes. And then I also like to give from the personal care range, PCC or Bath and Shower Gel, Body Love, the hand and body lotion, the Nourishing Hand and Body Lotion. All those make amazing gifts. So share the festive cheer with love. It's one way of advertising your gifts, and it is always such a blessing to be able to give a gift that is valuable. So there you are. You can make gifts special this season. We've got a wide range. I'll tell you about the cleaning range. I got myself such a good downline a few years ago, because one Christmas I made a Christmas hamper, and in it was a Super 10, an LDC, a G1, and a Carpet Glow. They had never seen these products ever, and so they started using them, and to this day, they always say, wow. Okay, this is a few years later. They actually, after a while, we suggested to them that, okay, rather than buy as customers, Do you know that you can actually save and become distributors? And now they're sharing the business with other people. So that's how you can make gifts really special, because you'll be growing your business and growing the network of product users. We have the core nutrition here. We have wash and wax. A little bottle can wash 100 cars, or it can wash a car 100 times. That is real value. That is such a good gift. All you need to do is package it with a sponge, or if you want, you can put a chamois, that is that leather cloth for wiping down cars, or both. And you can put a brush in there. And that's a wonderful gift, Christmas festive season gift that you can give. So let us be creative as we build our businesses. So yes, we have a total value opportunity. I love to remind us of this wheel from time to time, but our reason for being in this family, the Neolife family, is so that we can edify each other. That means to build up. We can encourage each other. And when we see somebody taking steps, or getting a new downline, or just achieving a goal, we all have to not only stop at encouraging, but we need to rejoice with them. And that will take us well into the future as a family of people that edify, encourage, and empower each other. So this wheel of life, we have to remember during this festive season and into the future, our spiritual health can be taken care of if you are healthy. I once did a webinar on stress, anxiety, and depression. And you remember that you might remember, you might not, you can always look it up. But I mentioned the very important concept of methylation, okay? And it sounded very complicated then. But as I try to break down concepts, it begins to make sense that your spiritual health might be suffering because of lack of the methyl donors, such as vitamin B complex and lipotropic adjunct. And because people don't have them, they turn around and wonder, why are we depressed and spiritually and mentally unwell? And the answer could be that they need some nourishment, they need some detoxification. And when we can give them that kind of information, and maybe during this season, present them with appropriate gifts, they will come back and thank you. The omega-3 is very, very important. One can give initially one that isn't too expensive, because of course there are many people to gift this season. And somebody might just come back and say, wow, I was always anxious and depressed, and now I feel so much better. So let's be creative. That's the point I'm trying to make. But in our opportunity, we offer spiritual, mental, career, personal growth. I encourage you all to always hang out with people who will teach you, and there's no shortage in our family. Financial, physical, family, social, and all these during this festive season, we need to focus on. So back to the beginning, 5 reasons God created network marketing. It works only if you help others. It works only if you help others. And it provides great wealth. And wealth is not just financial wealth. Wealth is all those aspects of that wheel that I've just shared with you. Wealth can be experiences. We have opportunities to travel. So all of us need to get ready to travel. Maybe it will be just to the next town or to the next country or even overseas, but that is all part of creating wealth. It teaches you to overcome obstacles, seriously. And it forces you to face your fears, just as I quoted Jerry Brasfield's quote, and it allows you to love a whole lot more. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this presentation. I wanted it to be really lighthearted. Share your life, absolutely. Share your life, it is, I believe, the best opportunity. I don't call it a business. This is not just a business. We can call it a business, but it is much, much more than a business. Personally, I call it my ministry, and I've made it my lifestyle. Thank you so much. I will stop the slideshow, and I think I will even stop the recording so that you can have fun discussing whatever you want to discuss.